Hello, this is Tina, and she is reporting from the Seed Project room of the Museum of Vintage Handbags, of the vintage handbag fame. And today I want to talk about Evans, not their handbags, but their lighters. And I'm going to read from this cherished book of mine. What does it say? The Evans Case Company flourished in North Attleboro, Massachusetts, United States of America from 1922 until 1960, and then boom, closed door, finished. So for 58 years, if you wanted an Evans lighter, you would have to look for it, go to vintage fairs and start a collection. And that's exactly what I did. On a trip to San Francisco for a vintage fair, I found my first Evans lighter. Not knowing what it was, I liked it and I purchased it. And from then on, whenever I went to vintage fairs, I would look for lighters and I would buy them. And I read up and I began to learn more about lighters. This is the one I bought. It's out of Bakelite and it's a double barrel, meaning this section comes out and so does the others. As with all Evans lighters, the lighter section will come out of a holder. I have had questions asked of this and I've had offers made of it because it is a very difficult piece to get, but it's mine and it was my first lighter. So coming forth, what else do we have here? We have wood, the mallard. Same concept. If I lift it up, the lighter's at the bottom there. We also have glass, Murano glass, and in the last earthquake we had in Bali, this fell and you can see internal fractures, but you don't feel it and she's still a very solid piece. We also have them in lucite. There's one number here. It's really heavy. So you have lucite of different shades of green and transparent lucite at the bottom. So don't forget, this is the case and that is the lighter section. We have here what I suspect was made for the World Fair in Seattle 1962. It says at the bottom here, Space Needle, Seattle, USA. Again, I have had offers for this item. Evans also made lighters and cigarette cases in one that you could carry, and this is such an example. And in the 1950s, this sold for about 10 USD. So we opened it. This is the section where your cigarettes would be, and on the top here, that is where your lighter would be. Oh my God! All we need now is to put in the juice, and this would be a working piece. Lighters weren't only for men. So therefore, men were not the only ferocious smokers in the 1950s. Women did just as much. And Evans did a wonderful selection of vanity carry-alls for women. And in some of these, you would have a lighter. And here we have one. And if I mosey this little piece out, she has never been used. So besides having all the other, what is this? Powder holder, lipstick, and what else for women. On the other side, if you turn it over, you've got a section for cigarettes and what more. So Evans created lighters. They created vanity bags with lighters. And if you liked the story of ours, we have lots of other Evans here in the Museum of Vintage Bags. So don't forget to like us, comment on the video, and subscribe to our channel. And I will see you, if it's not in the seed room, then in the Museum of Vintage Bags. Till then, bye-bye.